For Don Valley West.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm pleased to rise today to speak in favour of Motion 190, that the Standing Committee on Human Resources, Skills and Social Development and the Status of Persons with Disabilities be instructed to undertake a study on the labour shortages of the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area. I want to thank the member for Mississauga East Cooksville for his ongoing passion as well as for his work on this issue. Madam Speaker, 1/5 of Ontario's current construction force will be retiring in the next 10 years. Sustaining industry capacity through recruitment and training efforts is and will continue to be a high priority for industry leaders. Major refurbishment, infrastructure and transportation projects are expected to rise significantly in the coming decade, and even today these projects are developing at a rapid pace across the country. Parts of my riding of Don Valley West feel like an ongoing construction zone. Once finished, the Eglinton Crosstown is one of many projects that will significantly improve the lives of all of us, but it's taking a huge number of skilled workers to make it a reality. New condo construction, apartment buildings, home renovation, and city infrastructure projects are everywhere. The economy is booming, and the development of our communities is necessary to keep up with fast-moving, growing populations. The Toronto economy is booming, and with more projects like these just around the corner, recruiting highly qualified tradesmen and women will be vital to the growth of our community and our country as a whole. From the perspective of my home province, it's clear that Ontario requires the recruitment of workers in the construction industry from outside the province. An aging workforce, meaning many retirements, will account for a higher share of new job openings within the next decade. While the Ontario population ages, natural population growth will not be enough to sustain our labour requirements, and immigration and migration to the province will be necessary to sustain labour requirements, especially in the construction industry. I very much expect a study on labour shortages in the GTA and Hamilton area will help Canadians understand there is a need for immigrants who are skilled in trades and other jobs. It will add to the urgency in addressing this problem. Madam Speaker, the Carpenters District Council of Ontario recently appealed to me in my role as chairperson of the Standing Committee on Citizenship and Immigration about this pending crisis in the labour market. They represent hard-working and skilled women and men across Canada and are committed to providing training and apprenticeship programs that allow people from a diverse range of backgrounds to enter the workforce and build meaningful careers in carpentry, drywall, resilient flooring, to name just a few. The Carpenters Union, like many other trades unions, has known for some time that Canada is facing an increasingly significant shortage in skilled trades. In 2018, BuildForce Canada reported that by 2027, 21% of the nationwide construction labour force will need to be replaced. Further, to meet the overall labour requirements for the next decade of Canadian construction, nearly 30,000 new skilled workers will be required. They recently reported that with the growing demand for construction services in Ontario, our province alone will face a deficit of some 23,000 skilled workers in the next decade. Finally, a Stats Canada report noted that construction industry is working at 92% capacity, the highest rate in nearly 30 years. Madam Speaker, the Carpenters Union and other unions say that we need a fresh look at how Canada recruits and hires workers in the trades industry. Altered immigration patterns and the lack of young workers joining the trades in the numbers required demands a new way for attracting people to work in our skilled trade sector. Immigration programs need to be adjusted to ensure that the right candidates are being selected to work in the right areas to relieve specific and consistently expanding skilled labour shortages. Madam Speaker, our government is committed to addressing these concerns, and we've eliminated 4-year cumulative duration rule imposed by the Conservatives in order to prevent unnecessary hardship and instability for both workers and employers. Our government is further increasing opportunities for temporary workers looking to transition to permanent residence. These are all constructive steps, but we know that more work needs to be done. I believe that undertaking the study called for an M-190 will address the concerns of the construction industry in an important and, I should say, constructive way. A study designed to provide solutions on how to increase construction skill development in Hamilton and Toronto region will be a vital tool towards moving forward and addressing industry trends. The time to take further action is now. Madam Speaker, last November, the Standing Committee on Citizenship and Immigration completed a study entitled Immigration to Atlantic Canada, Moving to the Future. This study is similar to the one envisioned in this motion, as it focused in large part on labour shortages, this one particularly in the 4 Atlantic provinces. The study showed that in order to combat short and long-term labour shortages in the region, there is a need to increase immigration levels to Atlantic Canada. Low birth rates, elevated death rates, and an increasing ageing population means that Atlantic Canada will require other sources to stabilize and grow its population. Immigration, the study found, provides an important piece of an overall solution. The study made it clear the 4 Atlantic provinces need to recruit and retain more immigrants to fill the labour shortages gap. This was particularly relevant for the Atlantic region's infrastructure industry. That is the key aim of the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. As of March 2017, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada started accepting permanent resident applications through that pilot program, which is a 3-year immigration project that includes a specific stream for international graduates. Outreach to individual businesses has led to significant interest and participation in the program. Jobs have been identified in various sectors, with teams overseas already having success in recruiting qualified immigrants due to that pilot program. One of the goals of Motion 190 is an analysis of the Atlantic Immigration Pilot and its initiatives. This pilot can serve as a model to address skilled worker needs in Greater Toronto and Hamilton area. I know the pilot project in Atlantic Canada is already showing signs of success, and introducing something similar in Toronto and Hamilton will benefit the province, and I believe subsequently the whole country as well. Madam Speaker, as the MP for Don Valley West, I know this study will only assist our government's ability to address the current need and current trends in the construction industry. It's abundantly clear that Ontario needs to do more to recruit and retain new Canadians that are skilled in the trades. My constituents need strong, qualified people in the construction industry if we're going to continue to take advantage of the booming economy and maintain our quality of life and grow the middle class. From carpentry to landscaping and everything in between, addressing labour shortages in M-190 is a step in the right direction. For that reason, I fully support this motion and again thank the member for Mississauga East Cooksville for this wonderful initiative.